I think we're gonna switch it up a little bit. What am I doing? Life is hard. And it's been especially hard for me the last few months. But like, in my head, all I could think to myself finally just hit me like, me not getting out there and doing the things that would help me is only making it harder. Or me not going out there and doing the things that I enjoy is only harming me further. Hello guys. Okay, so this obviously isn't like my usual content. I'm currently in my car. It is like 9 o'clock at night, almost 9:30. I am actually on campus, and originally I was going to vlog like a little campus nightlife type of thing because there's a football game tonight. They have late night open and just like the library, so I was just gonna kind of do like a little nightlife in college, but I kind of decided not to anymore. So I'm not really sure exactly what I'm doing here, but I think I just kind of wanted to have almost like a real life conversation to my camera for once, and maybe just talk about like life. And sorry guys, my voice is like a little messed up right now because of the cold weather. It really is jacking me up terribly. Like my voice is so hoarse and kind of like harsh right now, raspy, a little deeper. So we're just gonna have to kind of go along with that. Plus my sinuses have also been killing me, so we're just gonna have to kind of ignore the voice. But as long as you can understand me, it should be fine. But no, I was just like sitting in my car having kind of like deep talk thoughts. You ever have just like a conversation with yourself basically? Yeah, that was kind of what was going on. And I had my vlogging equipment in here. I had my backpack. I was getting ready to just throw it all on, go inside the school and whatnot to record the video I actually came here to do. But I just ended up deciding like, I think we're gonna switch it up a little bit. So here I am in my school's parking garage, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and talk to the camera for a little bit about life. I think I just kind of want to like almost vent and also give myself a lecture and try to enforce some mindset changes, something, I don't know, something is going to give during this conversation though. Like I just feel like I need a pep talk to myself, and I was like, well, I might as well vlog it, because if I'm giving myself a pep talk, maybe someone else out there might need the same pep talk. And I apologize if you can hear like any of my car noises or anything. Again, this is in my car, and this was not formal at all. It's just how things worked out. But yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna kind of take you guys through my brain right now, I guess, and like what was on my mind and stuff. So I'm just sitting here driving my car per usual. You know, it's late night, so you start to get the late night thoughts and whatnot. So I'm just like in my head, I'm just like, what am I doing? Like I have been on a decline, and we won't say decline as in like completely like all the way down in the dumps. No, not like that, but just like I haven't been as disciplined lately. I haven't been as like showing up for myself lately. I feel like I haven't been as myself, I feel like. And I was just kind of like, what the heck am I doing? So this realization just hits me like, why is it that like I'm choosing every day to like do things that like I don't want to be doing, or not do the things that I do want to be doing? And it was more so on the side of the things that I like to do that I'm not doing. And it's like, why? Because I feel like life is hard, and it's been especially hard for me the last few months. But like in my head, all I could think to myself finally just hit me like, me not getting out there and doing the things that would help me is only making it harder. Or me not going out there and doing the things that I enjoy is only harming me further. And of course I had to give myself some grace. Like obviously when you're down in the dumps or you're feeling sad, you don't like that energy, that motivation to push to go do said things. Like it's just not there. Like you don't want to get up, you don't want to go move around, you don't want to go out. Like, but like at the end of the day, if I don't force myself to do those things, like I'm only gonna get more into the sadness and more into the spiral. And I was just like sitting, driving my car, and I'm like waking up too late, super tired, not getting enough sleep, even though I'm trying to work on it. I have routines established that I'm following here and there. I'm not exactly being disciplined with myself in the ways in which I used to be all the time. and I'm kind of letting myself down, I felt like. And I feel like I've almost been too graceful with myself, maybe. Maybe I've given myself too much slack that I usually wouldn't give. And I think I've just kind of not let myself go, but I've not applied pressure to myself that I should have. There's good pressure and then there's bad pressure. I've been definitely applying more of the negative pressure to myself than the good pressure. So I've been sitting here stressing about things like schoolwork, which is good, of course. You need a little bit of good stress, but I've only been focusing on like the schoolwork and getting stressed about that, getting stressed about meeting the upload schedules, getting stressed about deadlines and this and this and that, my auditions. And it's like, I want to be stressed about things that are going to be good. I want to be stressed about things or put pressure on myself for things that I know will truly make me better. Not to say that school assignments and getting my work done, it won't make me better, because that makes me a better student. But like, obviously, if it's between my assignment and myself, I need to choose myself almost every time. And I feel like I haven't been doing that for a long time. And this isn't about to be me going on a ramble like, drop out of college, chase your dreams. No, not at all. But this is just me like kind of saying, okay, maybe I need to, on top of schoolwork and doing the work and prioritizing my modeling and acting, prioritizing my content creating, and prioritizing my school, I need to intentionally devote some time to me. And I've tried to do that with my Sunday self-care days, but I really have been skimping on them quite a bit lately. And school's gotten stressful with the exams and stuff, so it's kind of like, okay, I can see why maybe I cut a Sunday out here and there. But then it's like I didn't fill the time in anywhere else. And then when I don't do that, it makes it so I take that time out in a negative way. So maybe I'll skip a class and I'll be like, it's fine, it's just one day of class, which it is. But had I just maybe taken that time that I intended for a specific day already, I wouldn't have had to take that time away from class. Like, you see what I'm getting at? So I've just like come to this conclusion that like I just need to be doing more for me, and that I really feel like I would be a little happier or a lot happier, or even just see improvement in progress, because we're not ever looking for perfection, but I would see more of a transition in myself to being who I need to be, not even who I want to be. Because I could say I want to be a millionaire, I want to be a straight A student, I want to be this, I want to be that, and those are all things I want, but at the end of the day, I don't necessarily need that. I can be an A, B student and be completely happy. I don't need all the money in the world to make me happy. So it's like, I feel like I need to go back to prioritizing the needs in my life. I've been prioritizing a lot of the wants with the materialistic things, like getting all new skincare and getting all new clothes every once in a while, just my car and stuff. And it's just like, I just need to do more for me in which it meets my needs, not my wants or my desires, but my absolute needs. The materialistic is good and it makes me feel happy for a short while, but it's like overall mentally and emotionally, what I need is to show up for myself day in and day out, not buy the latest new skincare, buy the newest clothing or cutest shirt that I've seen, or the newest trending item to make me feel happy in that moment. And I've never been big on materialistic things, but I think lately I have been just using that to keep me sane, and in a way of like, that's become unhealthy, I feel like. Kind of like when you reward yourself, you're like, oh, I did a good job on, let's say, an exam, so I'm gonna give myself a cookie, you know, something like that. I feel like I've been doing that for everything and it's just not helping me, because at the end of the day, the next week or two after the fact, it's like I'm still back to feeling not fulfilled, feeling like I could be doing more, feeling just kind of empty in some areas, and I don't really want to keep feeling that way. This is just my rant that I've indulged in with myself, talking to myself about this. And like I said, I just decided to bring it to the camera because I honestly think this might be a little more important than showing you guys the late night at Akron U. But yeah, that was just kind of what I've been sitting with, and I feel like I had to kind of get that out there. Maybe there's people who relate. I'm sure there is. I'm 19 years old, so like there's gotta be other people my age range that definitely relate, especially right now in this time of life when there's so much going on in life. Because I'm 19 years old, like there's so much opportunity, there's so many doors open, there's so many countless options, wrong decisions, right decisions, this path, that path, you know? So it's like, I definitely know there's people who can relate to me, and maybe my pep talk to myself could help you to some degree. I hope it did. I guess this is me showing up for myself tonight. I think this is a way of showing myself that I care about me and showing myself that I love me. I mean, this is weird to just sit here and talk to myself in a parking garage, talk to a camera with a giant light in my face, and then eventually upload it to the internet for whomever to see. But it's like ultimately what was going to get me to have this conversation with myself. So it was necessary. I think that is really all I have to say to me and to you guys. I think that was a little pep talk that had been spiraling in my brain that now I was finally able to kind of put into words and truly have a conversation with myself about, and recognizing changes that I need to make me happier. Hopefully this helped you too, and again, if you have any advice to give me as well, please do. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it was a little out there and not the content that I usually make, but hopefully you got something out of it. I certainly got a lot out of talking to myself. But yeah, if you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you're feeling generous, subscribe to my channel. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, I hope you have a great time, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye!